Hey, it's Todd Ault, and this is Risk On. It's the 73rd episode of what may be the greatest show ever about risk. Jason's in the house, holding down the fort back in Vegas. I got Skyla with me. We're in Arizona, deep in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona today, headed back to Vegas. Skyla looking a little sublime. Check it out.
Yes. It's a good day. So hot, though.
It is hot down. It is hot down here. Hey, Jason, what happened with the markets today? Because we opened up pretty big. I'm looking forward to walking you through what we did today.
Yeah, this road show has been a little bit frustrating because we're not able to at least communicate as much as we usually do. However, I noticed that you've been crushing it and doing what you can in order to hedge in this very volatile market. Let's get into the indicators. The Dow Jones Industrial today finished up 433, so it kind of snatched back some of that 1,200 it lost the previous 2 days, 34,021. NASDAQ, tech stocks, and et al. Were up 93 points, 13,124, and the S&P was up 50 at 4,112. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum a lot, but let me give you some numbers. At the time we went on air, Bitcoin was 49.1. Ethereum was 3,700, still around a 13.25 to 1 ratio, 13 and a quarter Ethereum to equal 1 Bitcoin. Crude oil was down today, 63.77, down $2.32. That's interesting considering the pipeline debacle and the rockets flying in Israel and Gaza. That's interesting. Gold was up $4 only to $1,826. As long as it holds $1,800, that should be a bullish trend line for gold. Silver, $27.19, down 6 cents. Copper, strong as usual, off 4 pennies to $4.70, but still at all-time high levels. Todd, what do you got?
What a disappointment, Elon Musk. You have disappointed me in a biblical way. I think you've disappointed your fans, your supporters. I think, Elon Musk, your ego has got the best of you. What you've done to the Bitcoin community is shameful. And it's one of the rare times that I am absolutely against what Elon Musk has done. Really making a mockery of Dogecoin and a mockery of the system in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. And I don't think I could be harsh enough of what a mockery he has made. Listen, there's no one smarter than this guy. Brilliant guy. SpaceX, PayPal, Solar City, Tesla. Not going to take that away from you. But what you did yesterday was a travesty. And you're a coward, Elon Musk. In my opinion, you became a coward the moment you kowtowed to the environmental community over something you knew, Elon Musk. You knew that crypto mined, you knew the cost of the environment, and you backed down and you cowered to that community. And for me, I think it's disgusting. And it doesn't take away from how brilliant you are and how much I admire you. And we all make mistakes. I've made a lot of them, but this is a cluster on your part for what you've done to the Bitcoin community. And really, I don't know what people think, but I'm just speaking my mind out there. Hey, listen, you can never short enough or hedge out enough to protect yourself. And in the last 2 days, we have gotten murdered, Jason.
Yeah.
In our long positions, got murdered. However, that's up from being up a lot in our core positions. So we still are up nicely for the year. And we're still up for the quarter, but what a debacle the last couple of days, man. This morning, I opened up to a higher triple Qs, which I put on last night in the aftermarket, a higher Diamonds, a higher Microsoft, a higher Amazon, a higher Google. And by within a half hour, 45 minutes of the day opening, I sold them all. And I kind of think I made the right decision because then crypto sold off pretty hard, a little harder. And what you saw with the actual NASDAQ, the triple Qs, even though they were up today, it was a blip on the radar.
Yeah.
I think the triple Qs could go down to 300 and test that moving average. Jason, what are your thoughts on the triple Qs and that 200-day moving average, which looks like it's in sight?
Yeah, I don't see where that couldn't happen. You know what kind of salvaged the day? The jobless claim numbers came in at 473,000 new jobless claims filed. Consensus was 475, so that was in line. Another thing, there were quite a few earnings after the bell. I don't know if you realized. Disney, their subscriptions were down. It looks like revenue was okay. EPS was in line. A lot of other large caps had earnings after the bell, but I wanted to talk about, there's so much to talk about, and we've kind of decided to shorten the show so you can get back to Vegas. But I wanted to talk about what Todd just ranted about. On my screen here, Nick, if you would.
Hey, real quickly, Jason, real quickly. Want to let everyone know we got to get the questions in by this evening for tomorrow morning for the CEO of Naked Brands. And he is confirming to me that it looks like Monday will be the day we do the show. We're targeting Monday, the day to do the show and the interview with the CEO of Naked Brands. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty damn excited about that.
Okay, awesome. In case the people weren't hearing us here, Monday looks strongly that we are going to interview the CEO of Naked Brands. I do have the questions that were submitted to me from the Naked Army. They are in our producer's hands. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But back to the Elon Musk possibly get woke, go broke scenario, which is happening to some companies. I don't think it'll happen to Elon, obviously. But he went to Saturday Night Live. Did he get influenced? Did they try to cancel him? Was there a lot of pressure over there when he did the show? And then he comes out with this. You know, we're not for sure. But, Nick, look at his tweet here. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transaction, especially coal. Well, we use clean coal, but that's beside the point. Which has the worst emissions of any fuel? So here is the rant. Here is the decision, May 12th, 306. I like to use Bitcoin, bitcointicker.co. And if we look, I'm trying to find the exact area here. I think it's somewhere in here. Actually, no. It was actually May 6th. I'm trying to match up his tweet with the chart. I'm sorry.
This is as you're looking that up. Let me read you Micro Saylor's.
May 12th. Here it is, right here. There it is, right there on the chart. Nick. Okay, Elon tweets. Bitcoin defeats, or Bitcoin doesn't reap, or whatever you want to say. He crashes it. He does this to Dogecoin in the reverse effect. Dogecoin goes hyperbolic. I mean, this is just, like you said, this is like a fiasco here. So, yeah, there's the chart. There's where we at, and now we're at sub 50 Bitcoin. Go ahead, Todd.
His charging stations are generally powered by fossil fuel. Tesla's own charging stations are connected into the grid. If you look at the Michael Saylor's comments after on Twitter, ironic because no incremental energy is used in Bitcoin transactions. The energy is used to secure the crypto network, asset network, and the network impact on fossil fuel consumption over time will be negative, all things considered.
Right.
I literally think that now he gets to use his quirkiness and Asperger's to do something ass backwards like this. I can't imagine that he thinks that this is logical.
I hate to interrupt you, but 3 minutes ago, Nick, 3 minutes ago, he tweets, "It is high time there was a carbon tax." He doubles down, Todd. He doubles down. Carbon tax. Okay, I'm sorry.
I saw it. I saw the tweet.
Yeah.
Just 3 minutes ago, high time there's a carbon tax. Yeah, whatever. The guy literally he's talking his own book now.
Yeah.
What he's doing is, for those of you who thought he had your back and you had his back, this is a reversal and actually a scam. It's a scam. He didn't know that Bitcoin. Just try to be logical here.
Right.
Elon Musk didn't know that crypto miners used fossil fuels when he bought Bitcoin. He's enlightened now. Suddenly he knows what's happening. It's a total scam. He's went to the dark side with this nonsense.
Yes.
I think there's another angle here, and I think it's a travesty. And quite honestly, it's a travesty because he gets away with it because he's the richest man in the world, or one of the richest men in the world. And trust me, I admire the guy big time. Love the guy, absolutely. And I admire the guy. And I'm not trying to bash him personally, but in this case, and there are times where people can bash me personally. We can be friends, but you could not agree with something I do. This is a joke. It's a puke up. It's disgusting. and you're a coward.
Yeah.
You're kowtowing. You know you are. You're
Yeah.
kowtowing to people.
He's got a case of the wokeitis, in my opinion.
Exactly.
So as we're
So
go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
If you want to play into this and you want to think like a smart trader, smart investor, allow me just a couple minutes to make the case for you to play into this scenario. Let me make the case for CleanSpark, CLSK, if you don't mind. Nick, to your screen, please. CleanSpark acquires an additional S19 Pro Bitcoins. These are the, by the way, these are the 110 terahash, the S19s, and there's 2,400 they just bought. They are upgrading their existing equipment, probably S9s or what have you, and now they are working towards carbon neutral Bitcoin mining. Yes, I said it, carbon neutral Bitcoin mining. And what do I mean by that? Well, currently they're at 2 cents per kilowatt hour, and they're actually with their energy mix of traditional utilities, microgrid energy solutions, and solar. They claim they have an energy mix that is 95% carbon free, and they're also with the upgrade of the S19 Pro 110 terahash equipment. They will reduce their usage of utilities by 1 megawatt. And they will also be increasing their output to 400 plus petahash. CleanSpark CLSK, they actually have their mining facility in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta, near the Hartsfield Airport. Allow me the case to think about this as a possible investment. I'm not recommending it, but CLSK has been beaten up recently, along with the other crypto tickers, Riot, Mara, SOS, and some of the others. CleanSpark is trying to get carbon neutral, folks. They're playing right into the hands of what Elon is talking about. Why wouldn't you go with the trend here? Why won't CleanSpark have, as the investors get more educated on what they're trying to accomplish, why wouldn't CleanSpark benefit from this and their investment into clean and almost carbon neutral Bitcoin mining? Just wanted to bring that to people's attention. Thank you very much for listening.
I think it's critically important. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because I'm not on the screen, but I think it's very, very important to remind everyone that we own CleanSpark. We are long CleanSpark. We bought more today. I don't want to mislead people. We are talking our own book. We are long the security. We own CleanSpark. I believe we own 10,000 shares. So we need to always make sure that they know that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. In fact, if you look at, I've got the chart up here. CleanSpark, $14 after hours. They just recently had a nice earnings report. They do have a diversified business. Like I said, they do have the microgrid solutions, and they also acquired a solar company. So the energy storage systems they're also using to subsidize their cost for utilities and mining the cryptocurrency. Just an interesting idea. Again, I'm not recommending it. We do own it. We're long the stock. We've been in and out of this stock several times because we tell you about it when we do it. We're fully.
We actually just bought it back yesterday after the close, and bought a little bit more today and after the close too. So we're long that. Believe it or not, we've not. I don't know that we've really ever lost money in CleanSpark. Maybe a little bit on a trade here or there. What really did get hit is Canon. This thing we bought today in the $8 and some change range.
Yes.
This thing has gotten obliterated. The crypto miner obliterated.
Let's take a look at the Canon chart here. Okay, so for those of you that don't know the company, Canon, they actually produce ASICs miners. Let me see if I can type today. Okay, here we are. Wow, Canon, 887 after hours, 871 at the closing bell. Look at the 1 month. You can see quite the slide from the beginning of May. And of course, that's going to be congruent with the price of Bitcoin and the price of crypto. However, Canon, maker of the Avalon 85 and 90 terahash ASICs miner, they are actually a secondary thought to Bitmain. If you cannot obtain the Bitmain miners, the AMP miners, most of the people that I talk to are going to the Canon miner, and they have made some really big sales recently that they've reported, $95 million sale to a crypto mining company. I look for Canon to have a pretty good quarter two result as far as revenue goes. I think, in my opinion, this is a nice big dip buy. I like it. We're not recommending it. This is what we're doing. We're telling you what we're doing. So yeah, we're long Canon.
And we're definitely long cannon. What did you think of the rest of the market? You got Ethereum at 37.28. You got Bitcoin at 49.25. Recovering a little bit from that debacle. The last week, crypto falling 6,700 and about 12% in the last week. What do you think about where we are on in the cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, I'm looking at the 10-minute crypto Bitcoin level 2 time and sales. It's really in my opinion, it should reclaim 50,000 by the time I eat dinner. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's just a really tough backhanded slap by someone that you thought was your friend as far as friends go in the crypto industry. This guy comes out, has massive influence, 50 million plus Twitter users. You know, when he blasts the Bitcoin situation with the environment, of course it's going to tank. Just like when he says stuff about Dogecoin in a positive light, of course it's going to go up. When Mark Cuban says, "Hey, we're going to take Dogecoin, you can buy Dallas Mavericks gear and tickets," of course that's bullish sentiment. That's bullish statement. So yeah, we have to be aware that what people do on social media with a large footprint can affect stocks, can affect crypto, it can affect everything, and ultimately can affect your wallet. So you have to.
Hey, Jason.
That. Yeah,
Jason. I know we're going to have a shortened episode today because I'm traveling back to Vegas. But I saw Naked Brands trading higher, and it looked like to me, I couldn't get a good quote when I was on the road over here, but it looked like to me it was almost back to 60. Was there any news on Naked Brands today? What happened with the stock day? It did look like it was up to me, but I thought I was doing a double take a few times. What happened today?
Naked, actually Naked closed at 60, and it retreated a little bit to 57 here after hours. Volume was 4 times that of yesterday. Yesterday was really low volume, 30-ish million shares. Today, 125 million shares. Todd, most of the meme stocks today were ripping, and Naked is considered a meme stock. And while I have the Naked Army here, I want to thank Buddy B for the $4.99 super chat, and of course Papa Gorilla. You're always here. We really appreciate the super chat, $4.99. Thank you very much. It looked like all the memes were ripping today. AMC, GME, even Cost, the headset maker, they were all up significant today.
Hey, when we do our Risk On conference, Papa Gorilla has agreed to cook for us one day. We're going to fly him out and have him cook for everybody. I guess we'll probably have like rent a truck or something where he can cook on the truck. That's going to be exciting. I don't exactly know how that's going to go down. We're working on casinos now to host everybody. We're going to have a poker night too, where Jason's going to host the poker night. This is going to be an exciting time. We don't know what we're going to limit it to. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge here, right?
Yeah.
And we are going to open it up virtually too. So if you're anywhere around the world and you're going to attend the Risk On conference, the first annual Risk On conference that we're going to do, we'll make sure that you have the virtual connection. You can sign up. Our producer Josh is going to be handling a lot of those details. But it's going to be fun to have Papa come out and cook one night. And we're going to have some of my favorite food, Jason's favorite food.
That Dominican soup there with the beef.
The stew.
The stew, yeah. Oh my God.
So good.
Skyla has agreed to wear and model a Naked brand bikini, which is exciting.
Oh, we said bikini. I thought it was just gonna be a bathing suit.
Oh, what's the difference?
A bathing suit would be a one piece. I would like to be modest. The point of this is not to show off my body. It's to support.
At 20 years old, Skyla, and being a neutral party here because I am married to your aunt, I think everyone's okay with your body. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh, no, I think everyone's okay with it. But I would like to support the Naked Army, not support them seeing my body.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Roland, we'll have to have a talk with your boyfriend, see what we can get negotiated here. Just kidding.
I will rock a Naked brand bikini if Roland can rock a Naked brand Speedo. Both of us together.
Oh.
Yeah. The challenge is on, big boy. When you can do that on Instagram, let's see what you can do in front of everyone.
Oh boy. This is going to be interesting.
You know what? He'll have to walk around with a Naked brand Speedo right on his ass too. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Whoa.
Hey Jason, whoa. What else you want to cover, my friend? Obviously, as I said earlier, the long positions kind of all down. let me quote to you some of the ones, and I know this puts me off screen a little bit. I apologize to everyone. But today, CHRA up huge for us, Jason. That was a big mover, CHRA. I'll give you the names we traded well in. Can you hear me okay, Jason?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
We made money in CHRA. We made money in the triple Qs. We made money in Apple, the Diamonds, BBIG, MGM, Engine Media, and OXBR. Where we got hit pretty hard in SSNT, which is a 13D filing. Powell pulls back today, and
Sorry, I had to do that for Powell.
IKNX pulls back. Torch TRCH pulls back. It was well, I'm looking at the day. It actually wasn't as bad as it turned out to be. At one point, though, it was fairly ugly. It actually looks like an okay day relative to a market. But I do think, Jason, and I don't know if you can bring up the chart, I think you're going to have the triple Qs challenging the 200-day moving average, which is about 300. If you look, the recovery today was a little bit anemic. You saw something in the Dow. What happened to Boeing today and Icon Enterprises, IEP?
I'm looking at the triple Qs. Well, you just hit me with so many tickers.
Yeah.
319. I have to really look at my Webull. You know what I need to do? We need to start getting my brokerage account on these. These Google charts are terrible. Roland was so right.
They are terrible. We need to upgrade our charting capabilities.
Man, this is terrible because I can't really give good nutrients and good fact-based scenario information because, I mean, this is nothing. But you asked me about, what was the other thing you asked me about?
What happened with Boeing today?
Oh, I didn't even look at Boeing. Let's take a look.
For full disclosure to all the people watching, as you guys have known for 73 episodes, we've told you we're long Boeing, and this is a core position for us. We're also long IEP, Icon Enterprises, and so we're pretty happy to be long those stocks right now.
We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Laurent with the £5 or €5 super chat. Yves Saint Laurent.
She wanted us to be able to get some bread and water, she said, but we thank you for that. And those of you who want some merch, and I'm sure you've been seeing it delivered, 949-799-1831, 949-799-1831. Put in merch in the box when you text, and we will send you some merch. And if those of you who got the merch, we'd love for you to take a picture and send it back to us wearing the merch.
Yeah.
And we'd be grateful for that.
You can tag you on Instagram with a post. That would be cool too.
Risk on.
Those of you who follow me on Instagram, it's Todd Ault, TODDAULT. Tag me on Instagram with the Risk On shirt. That'd be wonderful. We continue to work on the conference. Don't forget on this Sunday, every Sunday at 1 p.m. on KEIB 1150 Los Angeles in Orange County, you can reach us on the radio or the iHeartRadio app, where you can see us on Patriot Network.
Yeah, KEIB.
Well, the future is promising. The future gave us $10 Canadian. We're so grateful. Thanks for the super chat.
Your video went.
Richard Ritter with the $1.99 super chat. The guy's here every day. He shows up to work with his hard hat on, supporting us. Hey, Richard, thanks a lot, man.
You guys are wonderful. Hey, anything else the audience wants us to cover? Josh, can you come on live? Are you available to do that or no?
Yeah, he can come on.
Let's bring on Josh.
Hey, Todd. Chara, I forecasted Chara to $6. I missed it, $5.96 after hours. Close though.
Yeah, doing well. Hey, listen, Josh. For those people who want to get those questions in for the Naked Brand CEO, how are we looking? I know you've been receiving some. Can you kind of walk us through how many you've got, best guess, and we got to submit those to him. What does it look like, and how many questions did you get?
Yeah, we've received over 70 submissions of questions. A lot of them kind of repeat, so I'm compiling and organizing them, and then we'll be reviewing them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sending that out. You can always text NAKD, and then we'll get those directly or put them in the chat. We're going to grab them.
Jason, hey, Josh, thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Jason, anything else you want to cover before I head back to Vegas? I know this is a shortened show. You can continue with the charts, but I just want to make sure we give people full disclosure. Had a tough couple days, was nicely hedged, but The problem with those hedges is when you hedge with large cap things like the triple Qs, the diamonds, and the S&Ps, those small cap names, if the market goes down 10, the small cap names will go down 30.
Yeah.
Jason, your thoughts on the market? Anything before I sign off?
Yeah, you're right about that. The market is very concerned right now. Inflation's not going away, obviously, and the CPI index and the way they measure inflation doesn't account for all the small everyday components that everyday Americans have to consume in their households. Also, it's kind of like the unemployment numbers. The U6 is the real unemployment numbers, not the unemployment numbers that are reported. Anyhow, off on that tangent. Todd, if you want to hit the highway and roll back here to Vegas, I would certainly appreciate that. Do you have anything else? If you do not, I'm going to continue on here for about another 10 minutes and maybe take a couple questions. And also, Skyla, they were looking for your IG, username.
It's just my full name, Skyla Woltering, WOLTERING.
Hey, let's keep it clean. I've seen a couple marriage proposals for Skyla. It's important to understand she's my niece. She's my niece.
And
Something's going on with the audio in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you hear us okay?
Sound is killing ears.
Can you hear us right now?
Yeah. Audio.
We appreciate it. Keep it clean with Skyla. Obviously, she's 20 years old. She's my niece. And we're a respectful audience. We respect our audience. We always respect our guests. We
the
appreciate
audio
you
is
do the
hosed.
same. Is it bad right now?
Yeah, it's distorted and loud and has an echo. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. Listen, I'm going to sign off here. I'll see you tomorrow live. And those of you who agree with me on Elon Musk, I appreciate you liking the show and let us know what you think of what Elon Musk did to Bitcoin. A despicable act by a very smart guy, a brilliant guy. And I think he's throwing around the fact that he's the second richest man in the world. Not very good behavior. Jason, I'll let you take it from here, buddy.
Yeah, man. Have a safe trip back.
All right.
Skyla, we will see you both tomorrow in the studio, and we will get back to some normalcy.
It'll be a great show tomorrow. We look forward to it. It's Friday. It's radio show day. We're going to start early at 12:45. Check us out on Risk on Sports at 12 o'clock tomorrow Pacific time. And at 12:45, we'll be live on Risk on. We're going to cover the full week. We're going to talk about a lot of stocks. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
right,
Thanks.
bye.
Thanks, guys. For those of you that are still sticking around here, it looks like about 4 hours ago, Binance was reported to be the focus of the U.S. Justice Department in an IRS probe. That could also have some weighing effects on the crypto community, along with Elon talking about the carbon tax. But I wanted to bring up one more crypto idea here. SOS, Nick, on the chart. It looks it's up 4% after hours. The reason I'm focusing on SOS is they recently received some approvals regarding some financial licenses from the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and also FinTrack, which was Department of the Treasury and Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Center. They received those approvals so they can actually do some financial transactions internationally, along with money orders, stuff like that, currency, digital business. So the main reason is that adds legitimacy to SOS. Obviously, it was attacked by Hindenburg, a couple months ago. And also, SOS has really invested in Ethereum mining. So I'm not going to recommend SOS, but we are long SOS. It's something to consider. You can do your own due diligence. But this ticker seems to differentiate itself from other crypto mining tickers simply because they are investing and harvesting a nice footprint in Ethereum mining. And Ethereum has remained strong. And with the difficulty and the current mining apparatus, as ASICs miners, most of the time the payback, considering if you have reasonable utility costs, 5 cent kilowatt per hour or lower, most of the time with the Silicon miners, the payback to the company for their investment is as little as 6 months, no more than 8 months. Whereas with Bitcoin mining, with the Bitmain and the Cannon Avalon ASICs miners, the payback for the company, for example, Mara, Riot, Ebon, is generally going to be 10 to 12 months. So the break-even point is a lot less, I guess is my point with Ethereum mining. And SOS has taken advantage of that. They actually they've raised capital recently. They've returned that capital into their business. I like SOS. We are long. Doesn't mean you have to be long, but that's just another idea in the crypto community as far as looking for a position to swing trade or to go long and hold. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about a couple of quote-unquote meme stocks. AMC Entertainment Holdings, big day today, up over 1250, 1277. And of course, GameStop, the ever-loving gobstopper. It won't stop, can't stop. $164, $162 after hours. I mean, let's look at the year-to-date chart. I mean, look at this thing. You've got a camel in February, and then you've got, the run-up. I mean, this doesn't do it justice. It was $483 pre-market before. So, yeah, I mean, now it's holding 150 nicely. Been consolidating. It's quite interesting that it's had this staying power. And one of the other quote-unquote meme stocks, super nano micro float cost, KOSS. Last time I looked, the float was under $1 million. Don't quote me on that. I believe it's 700,000 to 800,000. I haven't traded this quote meme stock in a while. Had a nice day though, 12% winner, and gave a little back after hours. But it doesn't take much to move this stock. You guys know on level 2 when there's a bid and an ask, and the float is so low. And sometimes this does trade pretty thinly. There's a big margin between the bid and the ask. However, if you get a couple whales in there that are slapping the ask, this thing can move parabolic quickly. I've got to try to say slapping the ask. I've got to enunciate that, or it sounds like something else. Anyway, the Naked CEO, I got questions about the Naked CEO. And Mike Nixon, you did miss it. We are looking like it's a go for the Naked CEO next Monday. Justin will be on. We've got the questions. He's going to have the questions in his hand, I believe, today. So, yeah, he's stepping out there. He's coming on the program. We really appreciate that. He's in Australia, so there's obviously a big time discrepancy. But, yeah, Patrick, you're exactly right. What Patrick said, the question mark. Yeah, that's something that has to come into play, that filing. So look for him on Monday. The big man said Monday. Todd said Monday, so we're looking at Monday. And we want to get everybody to support that show on Monday. Everyone from the Naked Army Telegram, everyone's more than welcome to come on the show. And, we might even get a couple extra questions in the chat if it's something that he would entertain. Obviously, we already have 7 or 8 or 9 questions from the Telegram. And by the way, thank you for those questions, Anna, and everyone that put those questions forward. Those are very reasonable questions. They're going to provide a lot of intel for the Naked investors. Very well thought out. I really like those questions. They were all in line, nothing out of line. They 100% got submitted. We will 100% be asking all of those questions. So that is really great news. I appreciate it. Sometimes you can be a little bit concerned. Some people on the interwebs, they might ask you some crazy questions. Just some ridiculous stuff. You guys are so smart. You guys are so educated with this stock and in the markets. You guys came up with great questions. You didn't overwhelm him with, 50 questions. And they were great questions. 8 concise questions, I believe, is what they were. So thank you again for that. I wanted to cover a couple of other things in the geopolitical. There's a couple of things I want to cover, particularly regarding the United States also. Like, for example, Nick, let's just look at this. I just find this, ridiculous. The mayor of New York actually treats its citizens like toddlers, offering them burgers and fries if they get vaccinated. I mean, that's just, I don't know what you guys think about that. I just thought that, I saw that headline, thought it was a little bit crazy. This I found to be really crazy. Breaking President Joe Biden resumes construction of the border wall. I thought, wait a minute, is this real? Can this be real? And then I started reading it, and I thought,
you are fake news. You are fake news.
It's not fake news. There's a 13-mile stretch on the Rio Grande. Apparently, he's going to finish it off. Yeah, that was quite interesting. Anything that Biden would do to continue Trump's policies is mind-blowing, in my opinion, especially with the current crisis on the border. I mean, I think we can all agree we need immigration reform. We want legal immigrants. We love immigrants in this country. They come in and add value. We just want to know who's coming in our country, and we want to make sure they come in legally. That's all. And we want to make sure, if COVID's such a big deal, we want to make sure that they're getting COVID tested. They're being quarantined. They're not, by all accounts. I've read a lot of sources that say that that's a problem. So, yeah, we want to get immigration reform. I don't know. Our politicians that we vote for, they can't get together, and they can't get it right. It's been like this for years and years. It's not just this administration. So this has been an ongoing battle. You can think about the employers. They provide a magnet for people to come here by any means necessary. You know, their home countries, they're struggling, obviously. We have compassion for this, but we just can't take in every single human being in the world. I mean, we already take in 50% of the immigrants in the world. We take in 50% of the immigrants already. Think about that. America's a great place to live. We just want to have a nice big door and a wall or some kind of border security, and that big door people can come through legally. Is that too much to ask? I don't know. Maybe that's just too much common sense. But anyway, end my rant there. We're going to take about 5 more minutes, Mr. Producer. We're going to talk about a couple other things. It looks like Cathie Wood and Jim Cramer here. Let's talk about this for a minute. So the quote-unquote WoodStocks, you know, Cathie Wood's ARK fund, Jim Cramer took the time to opine. It looks like he says most of these are going lower, including Tesla, Roku, Shopify, Zillow, Coinbase. So the Mad Money Madman says that the ARK investment isn't looking too bullish. Look for this to be an ongoing trend here where Cathie Wood comes on Cramer's show and they provide good content. And of course, it looks like Jim Cramer's, you know, doing his part, playing devil's advocate. So I thought that was pretty interesting. 2 other things, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, Virginia, the state of Virginia gas. Yesterday, $6.99 a gallon. This is probably from the direct impact of its situation in New Jersey with the hack. So that was pretty amazing, $7 gas. I thought you could only find that in Europe. That's scary stuff. I mean, could this be a conspiracy where the hackers decided that they were going to do this and to try to steer people more towards electric vehicles, more clean energy stuff? I mean, who knows? Now Elon's up. He says he needs a carbon tax, bashing Bitcoin because of the carbon footprint. I mean, we never know what's going on. The stuff we know about that we have knowledge of is scary enough. Imagine the stuff that we don't know about. And let's take a look at... Oh, I wanted to cover Airbnb. They had earnings, and they're down. Actually, they've been down. Let's look at the 1 month. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah, here we go. Airbnb had a higher market cap than Sheraton, Marriott, and Hyatt combined. I found that mind-boggling. It's coming back down to reality now. Down 23% in the 1 month. I know it IPO'd pretty recently. Yeah, it was up around 200. So now it's down around 135, 138. So, yeah, that could be an interesting stock if there's ever kind of a situation where the housing market has some issues and you have these wannabe investors that have leveraged themselves to buy second and third homes, to Airbnb it because their neighbor's doing it and they think it's a cool thing to do. Well, those homes will be the first ones to go if there's any kind of housing pressure. And if those houses go, Airbnb is going to suffer tremendously. So just keep that in mind. And here's their earnings. They actually came in at minus $1.95 versus minus $1.07 estimated. Revenue was strong, $887 million versus $720 million. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting that it's kind of pulled back some. And I think that's about it. Let me see if there's any questions, anything pressing. Naked Army. You know, guys, I'm just winging this stuff. I'm not scripted. I'm just, I pull up all these tabs that I think that are interesting. And, we just kind of cover it. So, let's see what we got. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. Papa Gorilla. Yeah, Papa, when you come down here, man, I can't wait. You're going to cook such a spread. I mean, we're going to have to prepare for this thing. I don't know how many people are going to come down for our big convention. Todd's going to have to put a number on that, and then we're going to have you cook and get you the resources necessary in order to put on a big meal for us all. I'm looking forward to that. I'm just kind of backtracking here. Naked Army. How about if Jason... that's funny. Jason in a bikini if Naked Army makes it $1 after the CEO interview. Yeah, my BMI is about 15 or 20 right now. You don't want to see me in a bikini. I've been lazy. But, Patrick, let's look at Express. Another meme stock, and then we'll go. Let's look at EXPR. There it is right here. Oh, nice day as well. Notice how all the meme stocks were like 10 to 20% runners. It's like the market makers decided to take their foot off the neck and let them run. Again, that's more conspiracy stuff. But you know what? It could be conspiracy realism. Market makers do play the game very well. Maybe we'll do a show about that. But yeah, Express had a good day. Retail has been coming back a little bit. Let's see if Naked can continue on with their nice run today. It didn't even flirt with the 200-day moving average. I know we discussed that around 40.468, if I recall, or 0.47. But looks good now. Let's see if it can retake 60 tomorrow. And with that, I am going to leave you all. I want to say thank you to everyone that provided the super chats, that provided the chat, the questions, just supporting us all together. Thank you very much. Again, if you missed it, Monday looks like the day for Justin, the Naked Army CEO. Thank you, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.